between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's punted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He's got it to the 43 here. This defense for the Chiefs, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. And he's got his target, Harris. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
After the interception, here's Smith. He'll buy some time right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for his running back. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Room here to run. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And this one too low.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Steps away to his left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call it a loss of 12 that time, and it'll be second and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there, 9 yards, but it still leaves him with work to do on third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guy.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now on second and 13, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon, as he's got a first down here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be second and 10.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
To throw on second down is Smith. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there with that analysis, don't you?
Just a little time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble. An incomplete pass pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Geno now to throw.
Open man is Denzel Mims.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check match, check match.
Now to the ground, here's Walker.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many guys out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Smith on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Keep in mind he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall up, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A game there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Now he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They get it to Moore on the jet sweep.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage.
And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Sky Moore, 35 yards. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 23-yard line.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Walker hitting, the ball is out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes. This is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw again on second down. Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's got room. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. And Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Second and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. A give to the tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
That's into the hands of Fortson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. And now bring him back with it. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on second down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 4th and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up the key third down. But if we're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's got his tight end fan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Okay, ready?
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sky Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for them. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mahomes going to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Hill. Down to the 22-yard line. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Hit and dropped behind the line by Shelby Harris.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. A handoff handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Why are you guys giving up?
And they will take a knee here.